So this video is the continuation of the chapter Emergence of Regional Powers. Now today we are going to discuss about the Jats. Towards the close of reign of Aurangzeb, predatory bands of Jats. Who were these Jats? Jats were the people, you may say they were the robbers. They were robbers around Delhi and Agra. These Jats under individual village headman, they carried out robberies around these areas and increased their power. Now the scattered unit of Jats, they were brought under the control of Badan Singh. Now, in the face of great difficulties, he established the authority of his name over almost the whole of Agra Mathura district. Now, he was succeeded by Surajmal. Now, Surajmal, he extended the authority of Bharatpur kingdom over the districts of Agra, Dholpur, and many more. The reputation of the Jat race reached its pinnacle under him. Now, moving on to the Marathas, the most important challenge to the supremacy of the Mughal Empire came from the Marathas. Now, all the attempts of Aurangzeb to crush the Marathas, it proved quite futile. His feeble successors failed to resist the formidable Marathas. Now, Sahu, the grandson of Shivaji, was released in 1707 after Aurangzeb's death. Soon civil war broke out among the Marathas and Sahu came out victorious with the help of Balaji Vishwanath, and he made Balaji the Peshwa. Now, who is this Peshwa? The Peshwas are equal to the role that is played by the chief minister. If you talk about these days, we have chief ministers, and initially at their time they had Peshwa. Now that the Peshwas were the chief ministers. Now Balaji Vishwanath, they came to Delhi to help the Shahid brothers in overthrowing the Mughal emperor Farooq Shiar. Now after his death, Bajirao I, he became the next Peshwa. Now Bajirao I, he was an excellent commander, and under him vast territories were captured. In 1740, Marathas had control over Malwa, Gujarat and Bundelkhand. Now the Peshwas, they were divided into, the Peshwa divided the Mughal province under the chief prominent Maratha families. Those families were the Gaikwads. These Gaikwads, they belonged to Baroda. Then were the Scindias, who belonged to Gwalior. Then Holkars. These people, Holkars people, they were the people from Indore, and the Bonshils from Nagpur. So they divided into different provinces. Now Bajirao, he died in 1740 and he was succeeded by his son Nana Sahib. Now Nana Sahib, during his Peshwaship, the Marathas reached as far as Bihar and Odisha and the Punjab in the north. Now this was the period of the greatest expansion of the Maratha power. But after the third battle of Panipat, the Marathas began to fight among themselves, now with the help of the other powers, and leading to decline of the Maratha kingdom. Now let us discuss about the battle of Panipat. It is a very important battle. Now this battle was fought between the Marathas and Ahmad Shah Abdali in 1761. Now what were the causes of this battle? The Marathas were trying to establish their Hindu empire. So Muslims of India, they were envious to them. Now Rajputs were also against them. Now due to the internal disputes, Jayachand invited Muhammad Gauri, Daulat Khan invited Babar. So now the Rohillas and the Rajputs, they invited whom? They invited the man Ahmad Shah Abdali to attack India. Now he captured Delhi and Punjab. Not only he captured Delhi and Punjab, but Marathas took Delhi and Punjab in 58. Now this led to the third battle of Panipat. What was the reason of third battle of Panipat? He captured Delhi and Punjab, but Marathas took Delhi and Punjab from him in 1758. This led. Now they had captured Delhi and Punjab, but Marathas took Delhi and Punjab in 1758. So this led to the Battle of Panipat. Now the results of the Third Battle of Panipat. Besides immense loss in men and money, defeat at Panipat was even a greater blow to the morale of the Maratha army. Now the defeat gave the English East India Company to free hand East India Company a free hand to consolidate its power in India. The Marathas could never return to the position they had established before the year 1761. Now, the lack of governance and inability to create a modern army led also to the decline of the Maratha power. Now further, these Maratha chiefs, they lost the support of the people because of the levies charged by them added to the miseries of the common people. They charged a huge amount of levies, on the common people. Now this added to the miseries of the common people. The common people were unable to pay that particular amount. Now this was the result of the Third Battle of Panipat. So this is how the Marathas lost their control over the country. Now that's all that we have in this chapter. Just go through the chapter once more.